guys, we're going to be starting one of my favorite projects this week, and it is our circle plate weaving project, which ends up looking something like this. What we're going to do today is we're going to start with a circle. If those of you at home, if you have a thick, heavy plate, paper plate, but a thick cardboardy type one that you can use. If you don't have something like this or can't get one of these from the stores, which they have at all the stores, you could cut out a cardboard circle to use as well. And we're gonna start with this, and we're gonna look at an artist named Wassily Kandinsky and his concentric circle paintings. And we're going to start by painting some circular designs on our plates. Let's get started. So Wassily Kandinsky is one of my all-time favorite artists, and he made this painting called Concentric Circles. And in each of these squares, you guys can see he did a series of circular colors just going around and around each other, very similar to our radials and tangles that we worked on. So what we're going to do is we're going to be inspired by these series of colors going in circles around each other to use to paint our plate. So right here you can see I have my plate, and if you don't have a plate at home, you can use a circular piece of cardboard or anything thick really, but you will need to be able to cut slits along the edges next week. But for today, we just need to have that circular plate or cardboard ready. And we're gonna use some paint to plan our design here. Now, if you don't have paint at home, you could color your design with markers or crayons or colored pencils or Sharpie, anything at all. But in class here, we're gonna use some paint. So when we paint these, even though they're tempera paints, they work like watercolor paints. We gotta put our brush in the water first, and we get our colors wet, and sort of just wiggle that around in there. And then I'm going to start in the center with the round shape with the dots. You can make it as big or small as you like. It goes on kind of thin, so I can always go back after it's dry and add a little bit more over that to make it a little bit thicker. Now I'm going to change my color, so I got to make sure I wash my brush, and I got to make sure it's clean. You can always dry it with a paper towel to make sure you get it clean, and just even run it onto a piece of paper or a towel just to see that there's no more color coming out there. So once you get that clean, now I'm going to get some water, and I'm going to go in and get another color. Now, because the paint is wet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a little space, and I'm going to go around with my blue, and after it's dry, then I'm going to go in and fill in a color in that space between the red and the blue. So I'm sort of going to do a lap first with the colors, and then I'm going to go back, and eventually I'm going to have this all filled in with color. And so you can make some thick, make some thin, have some fun coloring and designing your circle. And next week we will start to weave on here. So have some fun, guys. Send me a picture, and don't be afraid of beautiful oopses.